Hey, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Nets versus Grizzlies NBA matchup on Monday, November 4th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. We've also got a link directly below this video in the description. Prices start at just $15, and you can use that discount code PICK to take another 15% off. We also have products meant for people that make bigger bets, people with big bankrolls looking for a VIP type experience. We offer these products. They're just not available on the website. They're easy to get, though. You just got to text the number you see on the screen. But keep in mind, these are our most expensive premium products. But let's get to it. We've got the Nets taking on the Grizz. The Nets on the back-to-back, while the Grizzlies, well, kind of hoping they can get some revenge from last Wednesday's game when the Nets went into Memphis as 11.5-point dogs and beat the Grizzlies outright in that one. You know, the Nets, one of these teams where they're kind of, I believe they're up and coming. I know they don't have the depth that a lot of those other teams have out there, but at the same time, they have good players up front and maybe a little bit underrated, being the second, team in New York, and kind of, that they're the Brooklyn Nets, but still come into here with a very nice record against the spread this season. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies, a little bit bigger expectations of this team this year with Ja Morant, back in the fold after missing just about the entire season last year, first being suspended, then he came back, played a game or two, and was injured. Meanwhile, when we look at that first game when the Nets went into Memphis, Schroeder had 33 points in that game, and Thomas added 19, and Johnson with 14, and that would pretty much led the way for the Nets in that one, who never really trailed, in that game. They kind of dominated, and then in the fourth quarter, they really put the Grizz away, 28-16. In that game, of course, Ja Morant, big game, but Jackson put in 30 points in that game as well, and that was kind of the big story. Morant, played a lot of minutes, but at the same time, I guess by his standards, he's going to have to play better than that, and dishing off the ball more than scoring with it. And while that's his kind of what he does, a lot of dishing off of the ball, 14 points, I'm going to guess that he probably is going to have a lot bigger game in this one, win or lose for the Grizzlies, and I would probably be looking at some of those Morant props in this game after the way that his numbers came in on Wednesday. The thing is when we look at how the Nets are getting it done, it's the same way that generally teams that aren't that good get it done, and that's just by playing straight hustle basketball. The defense isn't up to the standards of what you would normally think of one of these teams that is a very good cover team but not a very good team overall. But, they've taken advantage of what they have in their spots. They're hitting their threes, 11th best in the NBA, 36.6%, and they're 10th best in shooting in the NBA at 47.3%, up against a Grizzlies team that doesn't guard the perimeter very well, and that's where they took advantage of them in the first game. And but overall, the Grizzlies hold teams to 44.6% shooting, which is 7th best in the NBA, but when it comes to the perimeter, 22nd, and then, which leads them to being 29th in three-pointers made against them. The Grizzlies, offense, third best in shooting percentage, 14th best in three-point shooting percentage. But I think what we saw from the Grizzlies is when Ja Morant was out, not last year, but the time before that, the Grizzlies became a defensive team. And, when Morant came back in, then they had the offense to go with it. I think this year's Grizzlies team, the defense isn't quite there, and especially out on the perimeter. It's like if you let teams hit threes on you, you're not going to win a lot of games in the NBA. I'm going to take the Nets in this one again, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.